Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld. Now, my last series was a bit lackluster, and actually I believe I made mention in the end of it that my next one was going to be a ice cap survival. Now, I tried that actually. I'll show you even. There's some saves of me trying it out. And I lasted, well, I didn't actually do it for, this makes it look like I did it for an hour and 20 minutes. It was more like 50 minutes, but yeah, I tried it and I realized I am not going to be capable of doing that. It's a lot more difficult. Now, the reason why it's a lot more difficult is the sun lamps, they take 1600 watts now. I think they used to take less. I'm not sure the exact amount, but I think they might have only used to take in like 500 watts. And I think that's when I used to, that's how much it was when I tried doing Ice Cap Survival for the first time on my own, like probably in Alpha like 10 or something like that. And I realized it was physically going to be impossible for me to get enough food. Like, it was just not going to be in any way manageable. I would have, the only way I could have thought of doing it is perhaps relying on traders, or perhaps just trying to resort to cannibalism and hoping that I had enough raids to be able to sustain myself off of that. But I realized very quickly that it was not going to be possible for me to do it. I'm sure it's possible in general, but I realized very quickly that I was just screwed, and I kind of just decided it wouldn't make a good Let's Play to have two parts of me struggling to start out and then just dying immediately. So instead, I've decided I'm going to do the Extreme Desert, which it was a new place. I know it's a new thing that was just added, so that'll make it quite interesting, I'd say. And on top of that, it'll be, well, it'll be a new challenge, but it won't be as terrible of a challenge as trying to survive on the ice caps, because they're definitely even more unforgiving now than they ever used to be. So yeah, now there is both regular desert and extreme desert. Actually, I think it says 11th of winter and 1st of fall. Okay, there is year-round areas. I think I'll actually try to find one. Oh yeah, first let me save and finish, of course, and now I'm gonna do new colony. I always screw up and do that. So yes, extreme difficulty, of course, Cassandra Classic as always, and Arnab Mizar. I guess that's a nice name for a desert-based society. Well, the world of a desert-based society. Sounds, I don't know, Middle Eastern-ish. It's funny how even this is considered tundra, because it's so far in the mountains. That's kind of crazy. But, alas, we are not here for tundra, or anything like that. Although tundra would be interesting, that's not what we're here for. We're here for extreme desert, because it's new and unique and exciting and all that. So I think I'm going to do small hills, or maybe large hills at the very best, I guess you could say. And I actually do want one place that only has 2 stone types, because I've found that's just nicer, because then I can, well, then I basically have one type of stone I can use for walls, and one type of stone I can use for, like, other things. And that's typically what I like to do. And that actually seems perfectly fine. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. I want to find an area that's extremely hot, like crazy hot. Like, the average is, like, 90s. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It doesn't seem like it varies that much. Or at least not as much as I was hoping for. So now I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Okay, marble and slate. That'll work. Small hills, marble and slate. I actually wanted the one that had sandstone, just because sandstone is, you know, more, I don't know, it's more deserty, I guess. Oh man. I don't want to be spending this much time on the frickin' selection. Okay, sandstone and slate, there we go. Oh, that's flat though. Nikes. That's not what I wanted. You know what, I'll just settle for limestone and granite. Whatever, we'll make with what we've got. Alright, so, character creation. Brawler, optimist, prostophobe, meh. I really want to try to get people that don't have major mood affectors, because last time that's what I had, and it just wasn't fun, because everyone was just constantly going crazy. Oh hey, I just realized my mouse has this button that does like a triple click, and I accidentally did that. That's not good. Alright. Optimist and fast walker. Good with social, animals, constructing, cooking. But obviously completely inept when it comes to research. That's fine though. I don't know. We'll see. This is a maybe. Fast walker, abrasive. No, thank you. Volatile? What is volatile? Okay, really high mental break threshold. Yeah, that's no good. Iron-willed, but also jealous. Oh, but she's also a shooter. Actually, I'm going to compare this one and this one. Oh, what else is she incapable of? She's also incapable of crafting, but I really don't care that much about crafting. Oh, this one's 61. Jeez, I'd be afraid of her dying, to be honest. Let's see. More brawlers, Iron Mill. Huh. I mean, this is really only... Okay, dumb labor, never mind. Steadfast, but also a pessimist. So basically, it's a net result of -1, I guess, if you look at it. Okay, she's... Never mind. I didn't even look at the skills. She's completely useless in terms of that. She's almost always happy. Oh, capable of double later. This is really bad generation so far. Capable of violent, of course. Why is there so many people incapable of either dumb labor or violent? I don't want that. Ugh. Okay, you know what? I'm honestly good with a brawler. But then, the thing is, if I get a brawler, then I'm going to generate someone different for this, though. But this is actually pretty good. I mean, she has low skills, or... Yeah, she has low skills, but that should work out. But now I'm going to do something different for this, because I want someone who's actually good at shooting. Pessimist dislikes woman. No thanks. Nervous. I mean, nervous really isn't that bad. It's +8, which, I don't know. It's not the worst, but it could definitely be a lot better. I do not want depressive. Heat tolerant, lazy, ascetic. How much is that? 20 minus 20. Geez, that is pretty bad. He can't... I like how he's a paramedic, but he can't do scary. That does not make sense. I know he can't fight fires is the point, though. Huh. Man. I did do someone different, though, so... Jeez, I'm going kind of crazy with this, I know. Another one who's incapable of that. I really want someone... I need a doctor, though. I need someone who's a doctor. I'm just going to stare at doctor. I'm going to stare at medicine until I find someone who's decent at it. And also doesn't have terrible traits. Heat tolerant, jogger, psychically deaf. Oh, capable of dumb labor. Ugh! I know that the way the generation works is it's impossible to have everything you want, but... Okay, you know what? Ugh, incapable of dumb labor. Again, dumb labor, I know it has to do with hauling as well as cleaning, and being incapable of that just makes matters terrible. I think Tynan made the stats a lot more like if you can't have the best of both worlds, I think, is the way Tynan has made this. Jeez. It's like everyone that I've generated has had some major problems. I've not found a single person good with medicine that I actually want. Gay, I don't care. That's fine. Medicine, cooking, growing, shooting. You know what? You're fine. This is taking a kind of long time. So, okay, I've got someone who's good at medicine as well as social. The only one I really need now is a good researcher is my main priority, and yeah, you're not okay, these two aren't incapable of anything, so that's really good. So I want a really good researcher. Wow, what are you? He's an older fellow. He's really good, actually. and he's incapable of none. Well, I mean, she should be happy. She's gay and she's gonna stay with all females. She'll have 2 chances, though admittedly, well, she has to either choose between someone 10 years older or 3 years younger, I suppose. Although the other 2 aren't gay, so I don't think it works then. Whatever. It's fine. All is good. So this is a pretty good group. I took quite a while looking at everyone, but I think we've got a very decent starting group. And of course this. I'm not even going to bother reading this because I've read it so many times before. And that initial guitar twang is always so loud. It makes me always want to reduce the volume. And let's get done with the really boring stuff and do all this. Oh, it's so nice. No one's incapable of anything, which, I mean, if someone's, like, incapable of medicine or stuff like cleaning, you know, I don't really care that much, but my last, like, series, I hated it so badly because, like, literally everyone was incapable of doing half of the stuff on this list, which was just, it was just so annoying not having so many people inept at doing, like, anything. It just kind of pissed me off. Yeah, I'll make him the primary cook because he's going to be doing the wardening and the handling. Although he's also going to be a doctor, so I'll just make those 4. Just in case. Wow. These guys are really kind of jacks of all trades. It's too bad that he's also the researcher because he's so good at everything else pretty much. And yeah, I'm going to make these 4 because I tend to do that just because they're more important things. And yeah, that doesn't matter. Who is most likely to be someone I want to have haul? I guess you. Oh no, you're a doctor. Oh yeah, doctor, cooking, and then hauling. I'd say that's a pretty good order of priorities, so that's fine with me. Alrighty then. So now I need to go ahead and figure out who am I giving what weapons. I think I'll give you the survival rifle. Oh wow. Actually, everyone's good at shooting. Yeah, I didn't even really try to do that. Everyone just is really, really good at shooting. That's actually pretty cool. You get the survival rifle. You get the pistole. Yeah, and because she's really, really good at melee, you get the plasteel knife. Sweet. It's nice knowing I can actually grow, because I swear that my problem with like I said, when I tried doing the ice cap thing, it's like the growing areas were stretched so thin that it would literally take me like 10. It would probably take me like 10 of those growing lamps just to get enough resources to fill my characters. Like, even if I chose the area that had the best growing stuff. Because, I mean, I think this is actually probably spread out similarly to the ice cap, the amount of growing areas we have. So I'm going to try to make our base in an area that's close to a lot of natural soil that we can actually grow in. This actually seems pretty decent over here. Got this pretty decently sized chunk. I don't really like being on the edge of the map, though, just because, I don't know, then people can spawn right next to you and you have limited building capabilities as well. There's a really big thing here, of course. And I can sort of make use of this and sort of use this as a natural wall and then make like a wall here, and then a wall wherever I want here. Where is... I think actually this is a pretty good growing area, I'd say. Like, this is pretty densely... I don't know, populated, I suppose is the word I could use. So I'm going to choose that as my initial... So I'm going to make this my main base. And actually, I think I'll have everyone just sort of utilize this room for the first night. Yeah, that's what I will do. Just have everyone just move in here for the very first night. I mean, how big is this room? Let me see, like, is there anything I can think that I'd actually want to use it for? I think it's too small for cold, like, or not cold, but too small for a freezer. But it's also too large for, like, a bedroom. And it's too small and too large, I think, for anything I'd really want to use it for. So it probably won't actually end up getting used for anything. Yeah, it's too small for like a cooking room in my opinion. Which, I mean, I could make it into a cooking room. I just like to combine my cooking rooms with my dining rooms, is the way I typically like to go about these things. Alright, yeah, let me just unforbid all this very important stuff to start out with. Come on. I'm double clicking, thank you. I was not clicking nearly as fast as the game wanted me to, apparently. So before I even forget, I'm going to just make a growing area right away. This will be one food. This will be another food. Oops. Zone. Oops. Zone. Growing zone. There. And I guess this will be another food, or maybe it'll be something completely different. Oops. That's not what I wanted. That is by no means what I wanted. There we go. Oh, these are actually two. Actually, you know what? This is pretty damn large, actually. So I'll make this, potatoes, this, I guess strawberries, and this. I guess I'll make this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make both of these heal root, just because I noticed I went through heal root a lot my last playthrough, so I'll do that. And later on, I'll probably like I'll make probably a bunch of trees or something over here, and then maybe like a bunch of cotton, or even maybe devil strand over here. Probably cotton is what I'll do. Then I can make a bunch of cotton like cowboy hats or whatever. So yeah, that's just my initial thinking of things. It's kind of funny because I feel like things are so easy now that I actually have like growing areas, because honestly, trying to survive on the ice caps, especially with all the newest updates, it's almost impossible. I'm sure someone can do it, but I feel like even if you were literally an expert at this game, I think it requires a lot of knowledge and skill, without a doubt. This is marble. Okay, yeah. I think everything is granite and... what is it? Granite and limestone is what everything is. So, let me just see. Which of these is the most common right next door? Yeah, this is all granite. And also, what's the most common in terms of rocks? Yeah, everything down here is sandstone, but everything up here is granite. So this like upper third about is probably granite. So I think I'll use granite for probably like our main walls and our buildings, and then limestone I'll use for everything furniture wise and decorative. But I'm planning way far ahead of time. That's not something we really should be worrying about yet. And I guess I'll place these down right away so that by morning they'll be, I don't know, they'll have something to do, I guess. Or not by morning, but by the time they're sleepy, they'll have something to do. Okay. Because, yeah, I actually do really want to get tailoring down relatively quickly, because I want to have everyone have cowboy. Actually, I could do that right away as well. I'm going to go ahead and make people's things... make everyone a soldier right away, because everyone, I think, is pretty capable of being one. Yeah, I do want a duster. No parka. Yeah, duster, as well as cowboy hats. Though I suppose if you have to, yeah, those are also okay. Yeah, I don't want toques, because toques warm you up. And these cool you down. So there, that's the clothing taken care of. We got, oh yeah, we got a pet monkey. That's pretty neat. One thing I'm gonna try, I think, more this episode, or this series, I should say, is I've really not done much of the like training, the the handling. So I'm gonna try to do that a bit more, and maybe even start like a little bit of a, I don't know, farm or something, or not a farm, but a bit more of a I don't know, collection of animals, I guess. Because I don't really think there's any animals that we can actually really use for much, especially not in the desert. It's too bad that I made my very first attempt at playing this game, like, what was it, months ago, several months ago. It's too bad that I made that in a desert, because now I've got 2 out of my 3 in a desert, but I just really wanted to try out the extreme desert. And it seems the thing that makes it extreme is that there's absolutely no vegetation. Like look at this, there's no tree, there's no cacti, there's nothing. Everything plant-wise we're gonna have to make ourselves. I mean, okay, there's a few cacti, yeah, but there's nothing that's wood. And I think, as I believe I said a long time ago, for whatever reason cactus gives you wood, but that's just the way things are. Everyone's doing alright. I've got all the growing done. What is my next major priority? I suppose power is a good thing to think about. I don't know if the fact that we're in a desert means anything, but I think solar power might be the way to go, because if you think about it, in a desert, there's really not, I don't think there's all that much wind, but there's a lot of sunlight, obviously. I mean, I guess there are sandstorms every once in a while, but... And I suppose I don't exactly have living experience in any sort of desert, but I'm just saying, if I'm thinking through this logically, solar panels might be the best decision. Yeah, and this isn't, I don't even think this is going to be something I incorporate in our main base, but I am going to go ahead and start probably, well, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, you know what I will make this room as? Actually, now I do have an idea. I'll make it into a research / and later on / communications room. There's a good plan. Now I know what it can be useful for. And then probably what I'll do is I'll make like a joy area right next to it, and then maybe all the living areas like down here or something. I don't know. I'll think of things as I need to. And actually I kind of want to get stone cutting down right away. And the only reason why I want to get stone cutting down so quickly is because actually having stone to do stuff with is kind of a nice thing, I'd say. Actually, I think I'm going to make all my solar panels sort of incorporated with our plants. Yeah, I'm going to do something like this, I think. But for now, I'll just do 2. Actually, you know what this could do? I could use this as... I know I just said I'll use it for that, but I could also use it, let's see, would it work good as a battery room? I could do 1, 2, 1, 2, let's see. I'm just trying to think of the best way I would organize these. I'd have to expand it a bit, I think, for it to make a pretty good battery room, but whatever. Oh yeah, and you know what, I should probably end the episode here. I think it's been quite a long one, but whatever, it's part 1, so that's fine with me. So thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.